Desert. Desert. Not Swedish, desert. Desert is the nicest sound in the English language, folks. Donald J. Trump. Desert. Well, he's been banned by Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So what should he do? Well, he has a week or so left in office. Why doesn't he quickly build the wall? Then he can write his views on the wall, like in the good old days. And he can use both sides. USA won't mind if he crosses to Mexico. It's called The Week That Wasn't. Okay, according to the recently released National Family Health Survey, which comes directly to my house, the percentage of women consuming alcohol in the state of Gujarat has doubled in the last 5 years. Doubled. And alcohol is banned in Gujarat. The solution is so obvious, folks. If you want people to stop drinking, make alcohol consumption compulsory. How will you do it? It's so easy. I don't want it. Yeah. That's why I don't know why people want more girlfriends. You need to kill it completely, the desire. Horrible, horrible racism at the SCG. The issue of racism simmering since the first day of the India-Australia test at Sydney boiled over on Sunday when Mohammad Siraj, while fielding at the boundary, got abused constantly by a section of the crowd who shouted, "Brown dog, go home." I'll try it again. Brown dog, go home. Brown dog, go home. Well, Australians, brown dog, go home? That's disgusting. How dare you say that? It's brown dog, come home, right? Not go home, come home. I'm a dog guy. I'm always like, come doggy, not go. Nobody says go. No, seriously now, folks. Okay, no jokes about this. How dare people say things like that? For me, it hurts both ways. Brown dog, go home. You see, both my doggies are brown. So when I say both ways, I've got two brown doggies. So yes, that was Mary and Peter. And they're looking for better homes than the one they're living in right now, which is ours. So we're going now, folks, from doggies to chicken because we're talking bird flu. And there's that horrible culling of chickens to follow. Mass execution. We can't try with COVID positive people. No, of course not. We can't. No, come on, North Korea? No way. COVID, bird flu, still no cure for cancer. Oh, and Digit, Donald J. Trump still there. Kali-yug? Arnold Schwarzenegger says Trump will be remembered as the worst president in the history of the world. Of course, there's no doubt who was the worst governor in the history of the world. 7-time Mr. Olympia, I'm a huge fan, but let's go on to the Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena-led government has cut security cover given to former CM Fadnavis and Raj Thackeray. Apparently, for those who say this is partisan politics, I say if you want extra security, the solution is very simple. Join Shiv Sena. And now a sad note, Zen Merwan Zen, co-owner of Mumbai's iconic Yazdani bakery, passed away this week, a real legend of South Mumbai. Sadly, this begs the question, dear Lord, now who will give us today our daily bread? All right, let's get back from bread to COVID. Lots more coming up, but first, the headlines. Vaccine rollout starts this week. Australia-India test series not without controversy. And bird flu looms large. All right, before we go into our top story, I have a point to make, which implies that the top story has no point to make. But I have a point to make. You know the saying, children should be seen and not heard? I believe for seniors, they should be vaccine and not heard. Yes, correct. Now, India has embarked on the Herculean task of vaccinating 1.3 billion people. Wait, 1.3002 people with the two approved vaccines, Covishield and Covaxin against the coronavirus. Let's find out how this is going right now, live this weekend. Now, while all the other channels are giving you what they call live footage, which is actually recorded, I'm giving you actual live footage of a guy who's going to get the vaccine and give us our reaction. He's in the line somewhere. Let's find out. Here he is. Okay, here he is. Mr. Pandurang, sir, did you receive your inoculation?
Cyrus, yes and no.
What is yes and no?
Yes, I almost received it, and no, then I did not receive it.
Well, why not? Weren't you in the correct line? I mean, in the first place? Did you go in the correct place?
Yes, I was.
Okay, then what went wrong?
But when it came to my turn, I just missed the cutoff.
Age, ladies and gentlemen, age cutoff.
Yes, I am 50 running, but they did not accept it. They calculated my age as 49.
I'm sorry, excuse me, you said you were 50 running.
50 running and 49 standing still. But no worry, I will try in another line, huh?
50 running and 49 standing still. Fellow Indians, Hindustani, do not call yourself 50 running when you're actually 49. Firstly, if you don't make it, you look stupid because you ran out yourself. So please understand, your 49 is your age and 49 is your age. Now, who on this set is actually 49? Kilos? That guy. All right. So as if COVID was not enough, 10 states in the country has been hit with bird flu, or what is known as avian influenza. Not by them, by us. Joining us from the State Animal Husbandry Department is a visual delight, Mr. Popatlal. Mr. Popatlal.
Yes, Popatlal here, in charge of State Animal Husbandry Department. Bolo, please hurry. I have to leave. If I get late going home, my wife will beat me up.
How would you even tell me your wife will beat you up?
Yes. I may be working for animal husbandry, but at home my wife treats her own husband like animal.
You're not the only one. Mere ghar pe aaja. Kabutar ja. Oh, really, go on.
You know, when I first married her, I thought she was like a garib guy. She has turned into an angry buffalo.
I must say, the contradictions in your speech. Garib guy is a socialist aspect towards the cow being poor, and then angry buffalo is almost like a picturization of someone in heat. Go on.
Yeah, after a full day of donkey work, I am treated like a dog without a bone. She never gets off her high horse. I'm sitting there like a lame duck, as if I'm about to enter the lion's den to be slaughtered like a sheep. She really gets my goat. But I don't have the guts to take the bull by its horns. Anything I say puts the cat among the pigeons. She always has something to crow about. Will she ever talk to me nicely? Only when pigs fly. It makes me as sick as a parrot. She's neither fish nor fowl, and every day is my swan song.
As an animal lover, and I'm a huge animal supporter, militant, this is the first time I'm looking forward to the word extinct.
It's true.
Can we please get back to the bird flu issue?
What bird flu?
10 states in the country have been hit with bird flu, sir.
So, what can I do?
What can I do? Wait, come on, it's a deadly disease. It can kill humans as well. We already got one, now another one. Come on.
So what can I do?
Villagers are losing their livelihoods. The poultry industry is in trouble because of bird flu. I mean, it's staggering. It's a tragedy.
So, what can I do?
Which means you have done pretty much nothing to control the bird flu in the first place.
What can I do? Bird flu is normal thing.
How dare you? You can't come here and say bird flu is normal.
Of course it is normal.
No, please explain.
Okay, I will explain. Understand, all birds have wing.
All birds have wings. This is your explanation?
If all birds have wing, bird will flew. Bird flew.
Up to now, your English was perfect. Now, just to make a joke, you said bird will flu. I can think of many vaccines I want to give you. Many different ones. Not COVID. Okay, let's see if Pandurang, speaking of COVID, has got the vaccine. I think he's finally found the right place, so let's have some good news. Pandurang!
No luck, bro. Turn down again.
Pandurang, this whole idea was that you get the right vaccine and we talk about it and give some good news. So what went wrong this time?
Baba, this is the congenital line. In spite of my congenital issue, they turned me down.
On your, what congenital issues? On what grounds? I mean, if you have a congenital problem, which one? What is it? What congenital problem?
It is a bit embarrassing.
No embarrassing. No embarrassing. We want the truth here. We unearth the truth. I changed my expression just for that. Please tell us exactly what the congenital problem is.
I have a rash in my genital area. But they said it is not the meaning of congenital.
Beg your pardon?
You want to see it? I swear I have it.
No. Listen, I take your word for it. There's nobody alive who'd want to see that. No. Thank you so much. I don't know how that happened. We'll have to quickly go to something else, and hopefully Pandurang will get it right in the next few minutes while this show is still live.
Okay. I'll check.
Okay, let's talk Maharashtra politics in what is being termed as vendetta. In Marathi, what is vendetta? Badla is Hindi. Don't cheat. Get your own answer. Uddhav Thackeray's government in Maharashtra has slashed the security detail of former Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Fadnavis will now get a Y plus security instead of the Z plus. So, uppar se gir gaya niche. Joining us is Police Inspector Yashwant Zende of the Mumbai Police, who is allegedly in charge of what is left of Devendra Fadnavis' security detail. Is this petty politicking or saving the money, or is it all the same thing? Police Inspector Yashwant Zende.
Yes, sir. Myself, Police Inspector Yashwant Jende. But you can call me what everybody else calls me.
And what would that be?
Short for Yashwant Jende, YZ.
YZ.
Inspector YZ. Specialist in Y security and Z security, sir.
Oh, I thought it was the shirt size. YZ. Okay, so tell us, ex-CM Fadnavis' security has been reduced by the Maharashtra government?
Yes, sir. Due to perceived reduction in threat perception, his security team has also been proportionately reduced, sir.
So what you're saying is when the BJP is in charge, his security becomes very high. The moment they lose power, there's no need for security. I would think it should be the opposite. Should it not be the opposite? That's when you're worried when you don't have the power. Okay, so what security did he have?
Devendra sir had Z security.
See, I understand this and you understand this, but a lot of people listening and watching this show, they have no idea what this means. So go on. What does this mean, Z security?
About 22 personnel including NSG, 2 to 8 armed guards at residence, 2 PSOs around the clock, and an armed escort of 1 to 3 vehicles for all road journeys, sir.
Armed escort?
Yes, sir. Armed with Heckler and Koch MP5 submachine gun.
Wow, that's huge. Even if he's just going across the road to get pan. Not from a drug dealer, but from proper Paanwala, because that's also confusing news. Hey, what is the reduced detail looking like? Come to the point.
Like this, sir.
What is like this?
This is what the security detail looks like, sir.
No, come on, what? Like what? Does he have Y security or is it Z minus security? What is it exactly?
Both, sir.
Both what?
Yes, he has YZ security.
But I cannot see any Y or Z security. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are looking at the YZ security, sir.
Where is the YZ security?
It is me, Inspector Yashwant Jende, YZ. I am the security.
That's it. One person.
Yes, sir.
Are you armed?
Yes, sir.
With what? I can't see a lathi. What have you got?
Not at all. Much more than that, sir.
Like what?
I am armed with a Chinese manufactured infrared sensitive temperature gradient device.
Okay, that sounds a little interesting. What is that?
This.
Thermometer. One man and one Chinese thermometer to guard the ex-chief minister of Maharashtra, the leader of the opposition, a stalwart in Maharashtra politics, a BJP leader.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, we ran out of security personnel, sir.
What do you mean you ran out of security personnel?
Sir, it is his fault only.
It is Devendra Fadnavis' fault? What do you mean?
We had one Y security team ready for him, but he only shifted it all to Kangana Ranawat, sir.
Wouldn't that be KR security? Is that separate? Shouldn't the film producer pay for that one? Can't they come to a compromise? Why should my government pay for everything? My government is giving you so much and they have to pay for your security. From now on, please make sure your security is your own. I have kept two very powerful people next to me wherever I go. Mummy, wife. कोई नहीं आता नजदीक. कोई नहीं आता. Mummy, wife. So take a break, then come back. You're not here, no? The vaccine is over. I've just been told by the government to say this. Guys, go back home now. Enough is enough. What is going on here? You don't pressurize people. You had the stock for the day, it's done, you come back tomorrow. Now go and watch something else. Watch the GABA test or Liverpool versus Man United on the weekend or in Ghatkupar East. I'm one of the judges for a very important Mr. India Shri Ghatkupar tournament of under 19 bodybuilders between the age group of 16 and 25 and weight of 70 to 80 and 80 to 85 class. Please don't be overweight because then there'll be a problem. Try and stay in that limit. Anyway, good news. The Sri Jagannath temple has announced that from January 21st, no COVID negative certificate will be needed for entering the temple. However, it will be appreciated if you give donations. You don't have to. But you should. Harry and Meghan have decided to quit social media. So if you would like to contact them, you will have to do it the old-fashioned way. Take it down. Harry and Meghan, care of no longer Buckingham Palace, somewhere in USA, Upper West Side, PO Box 2021. Now let's talk rumors. Rumor has it that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, lamba, takes me time, has its origin in, get this is true, chimpanzee poo. Chimpanzee poo. I mean, really, the crap that can save you. The vaccine is made from a cold-causing adenovirus that was isolated from the stool of chimpanzees' vaccine. So it's not just the stool. It's an important point within the stool. Whoever made it, I hope they use sanitizing before and after. Say thanks to the monkey, your local monkey, wherever you go. Without that bandar, you wouldn't be alive. Remember that. Back to Pandurang, speaking of origin of the species. Pandurang ji, disqualified. What happened?
Are disqualified again.
Now what?
In spite of using influence, I was disqualified.
No, this just can't keep happening. You got to tell us why.
Are Dada, I used influence to get government quota from the central government friends and benefactor line.
Oh, but did you get the correct line?
Yes, it was. In front of me was Goswami that, give me.
Don't do that acting. Just tell me, so why were you disqualified? Why the disqualification?
Are they asked me my profession.
And?
Now, technically, I am a farmer, na?
All right. No, we'll try next weekend. They're doing another drive. Ghatkopar East. I've got this Mr. India, Shri India. I'll try and push you in there. Show me your body.
Are Mercedes card jara?
Maybe next to next year. We'll move on. Mumbai's millionaire pan seller Muchhat Paanwala was taken in by the Narcotics Control Board after an alleged drug bust at his shop in South Mumbai's Breach Candy area, which used to cost something like 30,000 rupees a square foot. Now it's something like 6,000 by now. I'm talking about the pan, not the flats. In fact, he was my regular pan shop. Yeah, I grew up as in people of my ilk and in the neighborhood. We all grew up causing traffic jams on weekends in that particular place. We want to do our bit for civic society. So let's go and join him. Pan Singh Tiwari, who may or may not be Muchhat Paanwala. I think he's not, frankly, because he was large last time I saw him. But this guy, I mean, really. Yeah, this is not an authentic UP accent, but because of Breach Candy influence, I'm going to allow it.
अरे कैसन हो सिरायस बाबा, बहुत दिनों के बाद दिखाई दे रहे हो. हमको तो आप भूल ही गए हैं. सब कुशल मंगल.
सब कुशल मंगल. Yes.
अरे कितने साल हो गए, आप आए ही नहीं गरीब की दुकान पर. सब कुछ छोड़ दिया का?
Gharib ka dukaan. What a sense of humor. What do you mean, chhod diya, sir? I never smoked, I never ate pan, I had no bad habits.
वो तो हम जानते हैं, लेकिन उसकी काफी उधारी बाकी है.
उसकी meaning...
छोड़ दो, बोलो, अब का सेवा करूं? आपका usual,
I'm more ladies kind of person. There's no need to wink, sir, but...
तो बोलो, पान तो आप खाते नहीं, सिगरेट तो आप पीते नहीं, तो क्या आप वही लेने आए हो जो चुपचाप से आप हमसे खरीदते आए हैं?
What are you implying?
अरे सिरायस भैया, हम भी जानते हैं और तुम भी जानते हो, जब तुम तुम्हारे कॉलेज के मित्रों के साथ रात को देर से आते थे ना, वो सब तो सिगरेट पान खरीदते थे, लेकिन तुम हमसे छुप कर साइड में लेकर का खरीदते थे, हैं?
क्या?
चिंगम. लो तुम्हारा फेवरेट चिंगम.
That's right, chingam. Okay, let's talk about the drug charges.
अरे सब चार्जेस फ्रॉड है. हमने थोड़ा सा चरस गांजा बेचा, उसमें क्या होता है?
But it's illegal.
अरे कैसन इलीगल? हम तो वही कर रहे हैं जो मोदी जी ने हमें बताया है.
Modi ji, what's that got to do with you selling marijuana?
अब देखो सिरायस बाबा, हम लोकल बनारसी के हैं, बनारस काशी मोदी जी का कंस्टिट्यूंसी है. हम वहीं से खुलेआम जो बिकता है उसी को इंपोर्ट करते हैं और यहाँ ओरिजिनल ऑथेंटिक लोकल माल बेच रहे थे. मोदी जी ने कहा था, go vocal for local.
I don't think that's the exact translation, and it's absolute rubbish. You're twisting the PM's words. Please be very careful. You'll be held for defamation. You're trading in drugs.
अरे बिल्कुल नहीं सिरायस बाबू, ये सब माल शुद्ध शाकाहारी लोकली मेड स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री का माल है. हम आत्मनिर्भर हैं.
Okay, I have something. What about that British woman who was allegedly caught red-handed buying cocaine? Cocaine from you.
और ठीक है, हम सिगरेट पान के अलावा कुछ 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 बेचते हैं.
So you admit it, you were selling coke.
She just asked me, do you have Pepsi? So I said, no Pepsi, but I have some very good fresh new Coke. Coke! उसमें क्या रंग है? तुम बताओ सिराइस, क्या रंग है?
Frankly, it's just a bad joke, nothing else. I have no problem with what you're doing. It's you're doing what you're doing to help your family. We can't judge. Who are we to judge? We will not judge. We'll find out more about this later on because right now we don't know the exact nature of the beast and where the situation is vis-a-vis the drug charge. But speaking of charge, Ambika's charging with some great news from North America. More Canada than USA, but whatever. She's giving us some news, the international perspective with Ambika.
Hi, Cyrus.
Hi, Ambika.
As you're probably aware, there is just one big story coming out of the US this week, and that is the reboot of Sex and the City, or as the Indian Censorship Board would call it, and the City.
All right.
This week, they announced that the show would have a reboot, which featured all of the original cast, except Samantha. That's kind of like having the week that wasn't with Cyrus, without Cyrus.
No, never. Please don't say that. Even in jest, don't say that. My God, but please carry on.
There have been rumors that she is not going to join the show because of a feud between fellow actress Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay.
So the question is, are the rumors true? Or is she not going to be on the show because it sounds kind of boring? I mean, the original show was 4 single women in their 30s living in New York, and the current show is going to be 3 older women living in lockdown.
They do look old.
The other big story in the US, of course, following last week's events at the Capitol, has been, did you see that guy's outfit? For those of you who are wondering, here at The Week That Wasn't, we have shown you how you can create your very own Viking costume. Back to you, Cyrus.
Yes, Ambika telling us all that about and the city because you can't mention the word sex. I don't think you should. I mean, that's another problem we have. Right now, it's the whole vaccine vis-a-vis the COVID and bird flu, but then we'll come back to population. It's a huge thing, so don't. I'm saying say no to sex, please, as far as you can. All right? Let's talk cricket. SK Mani, of course, he's back in the news. He's been banned from entering Australia, so he's been thrown out of Australia presently by the Australian authorities for a blatant act of racism. Yes, you heard it. Racism by Indians, by SK Mani towards Aussies. Thought it was the other way around that test match in SCG, but no, it's us who are the racists apparently. He's at the Sydney airport now on his way back home. Let's get him before he boards the flight and find out the controversy and what really happened. SK Mani, hello.
Yes, I am being sent back to India.
Can you believe it, folks? SK Mani being sent back to India, but SK, you a racist? Come on, yaar.
It is true. All true.
No, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I've known you since you were 12 years old and you were the same weight, but that's not the point. You're a lovely guy. You've always been a lovely guy. I mean, one second. Was this because of you reacting to Mohammad Siraj and Bumrah being racially abused? And did you then stick up for them? Is that what happened?
Not at all. I have a brown dog at home. His name is Brownie. So the answer is no.
You would never stick up for them because of the labeling of the poor canine. Fair enough. But I just don't see you as a racist, yaar. I've never heard you talk like that.
Well, I am.
Don't say that. SK Mani, you're breaking my heart. Do not say that. I have never heard SK Mani abuse even once.
I do abuse, but in only one situation.
Which is?
When an auto rickshaw cuts me in Mumbai.
That, come on, who will not abuse? I mean, that's ridiculous. No magistrate can force you to not abuse there. But you admit to a charge of racism. I'm a little uncertain here. Please tell us what happened. Tell us the truth.
Actually, I was trying to get in touch with a famous Aussie fast bowler of the past who is now a respected TV anchor.
I see, really?
Yes, He had a famous altercations with IVA Richards, and the rumor has it racist words were exchanged.
Okay, I'm slightly understanding. So you wanted his point of view.
That is right. Only I mispronounced his name.
You mispronounced his name.
On camera, I said the name Mike Whitney wrong.
Mike Whitney, I remember him.
I called him Mike Whitey, and then all this. So I am an accidental racist. I never decided to be one, but it is now.
Did you buy pan from the same shop as the last actor? It's almost like it's gone from one to the other, bad to worse. Horrible. You should be banned from Australia and also not allowed back in India. This is my judgment.
Okay. Don't give me a seat behind the tall man.
That's all we have time for. Thank you so much for watching the show. That was S.K. Mani bringing us some light relief. We'll leave you with a lovely picture here of our two great heroes, the COVID warriors of the day without doing anything with COVID, the one and only Hanuma Vihari and Ravi Ashwin from the SCG a few days back. Take a look at them walking up the steps after the painful journey from defeat to a draw.
Win-win, Ashwin!
That big chunk of mine in Gujarati accent will not sound right.
Why not?
अरे prompter first line work है जरा.
Vaccine! Vaccine!
I have sent Vaibhav to get it.
He's a neutral, but I've done the occasional.
Audio check 1, 2. We'll just finish the line.
Let me do it, no?
मोहित आपका दो दोस्त आ गए इधर.
तो शुरू करें.
हो नाही मी गोळीचा आवाज टाकणार.